Welcome back, Warriors, to yet another Battlefield 2042 video. I'm your commanding officer, Major Doodleman149, and in today's briefing, I'll be going over the new Hazard Zone trailer that just dropped showcasing Battlefield 2042's newest mode. I'll be giving my live reaction to the trailer, followed by some specific points of interest I noticed along the way. Let's stop wasting your time though, recruits. Let's jump right into this trailer. Satellites incoming, just like Warzone. Even looks like Warzone tech. 4-man squads. This looks like the manifest map from the trailers. Oh look, she's actually showcased doing something even though she's not officially announced yet. How surprising. And who might this Chinese woman be? Oh, please do not tell me that is the gameplay. Honestly folks, I don't think this looks any better than the alpha trailer they sent out a while ago. All the cinematics look very clean, obviously, but the actual gameplay, what little there is, doesn't really impress me. Man, that Z looks awful. There's no beta to try this out. Interesting. The first thing that can be basically confirmed by this intelligence video is that the brass is only allowing squads of 4 to deploy at one time into the hazard zone. This seems fairly basic and might as well be the gold standard for small team missions at this point in time. While this certainly seems to be a pattern that would lean this mission to be more on the lines of a battle royale, DICE has attempted to make it very clear that the hazard zone will not be a battle royale. Time will tell on that one. The brass has lied through their teeth before. The cinematic portion of the trailer appears to show Manifest only, one of Battlefield 2042's new maps. However, some very short gameplay clips show deserts and ice areas, so I can only assume each new map will be available for us to fight in. This trailer gives very little away, so at best, this is still just your CO's observations. The main focus of the hazard zone seems to be retrieving crashed satellite hard drives and reaching an extraction point to be pulled out by a VTOL. Taking a look at the, again, very limited gameplay we get to see, we can deduce that each player is capable of holding up to 3 hard drives. Since the extraction portion of this briefing video provides only cinematics, we have no way of knowing whether or not each player needs to retrieve 3 drives to be extracted, or if the team just needs a minimum of 3 to be pulled out of the fight. The extraction element also raises some other questions. I assume that once extraction is called in, losing a teammate will not send the Osprey away, and will pick up whatever remains of the original team, no? Also, can the extraction vehicle be shot down? That would certainly be a call to arms for anyone who wants to run a rocket launcher. The brasses remain extremely tight-lipped about these missions, so we'll have to wait until our first debriefing on November 19th to get the real intel on this mode. My last point of note on this intel, as I've mentioned before, is that there's a ridiculously small amount of gameplay shown. The gameplay that is shown just looks like the alpha footage we saw in the main operation trailer back in September. Now, let me look at the calendar, recruits. Yes, we are less than a month from deployment and this doesn't look finished. Can any of you tell me with absolute confidence that you think Hazard Zone will be launching with the main operation on the 19th of November? If you can, please shed some light on this, as I am incapable of seeing how a mission that only has footage like this to offer is going to be ready to ship on day 1. Hell, I even think the entire 2042 operation is going to be pushed back until Christmas at least, if Operation Open Beta was anything to go off of. My conclusion with the minimal intel we received through the trailer is that Hazard Zone will cause 1 or more negative results for our troops. The entire 2042 operation may be delayed so that all portions of the operation are available at the same time. Or, the more likely scenario is that the brass will deploy the bulk of our forces on November 19th, without access to the Hazard Zone Spec Ops or the Portal simulations. We're going to be getting a third of the promised title at a date that was already delayed from the original promised deployment date. I'll reiterate from a previous briefing with you all. DICE, you had 3 fucking years to get this shit together, and here we are, barely receiving any intel. And what intel and training we do get is subpar at best. What have you been doing? And so that is all, Warriors. I've covered everything we know from the Hazard Zone trailer so far. This special operation seems to be of the utmost importance to the brass, given it involves intel and we know very little about what we'll be doing in this mode officially. Hopefully we learn more before our November deployment date, if that date even remains true. And so if your CO did an adequate job today with this briefing, be sure to leave him a like and subscription to show command that he is worthy of more viewership from potential recruits. And with that, I've been your CO, Major Doodleman 149, and until our next briefing, you are all dismissed!